So I was looking for inspiration for my new Skyrim build and I stumbled upon this channel that, like me, creates character build videos. And then I watched this video about Meridia's champion and I thought, boy, I want it! So before we even delve into this, we gotta learn more about Meridia herself. So it says here on the Elder Scrolls wiki that Meridia is a Daedric Prince? Not princess, don't you dare misgender her. I mean him, I think. Of life and lady of infinite energies. Wait, lady? Lady. I'm really confused. Well, anyway, it also says here that she's one of the princes whose obscurity renders her incomprehensible to most mortals, but is associated with the energy of living things. In other words, I am as lost as you, no worries. But it must mean that she's a complete badass though, I think. So as we go into this build itself, I'm going to remind you of the rules of the character build. I will give you the vague backstory of the character, the recommended mods that come with it, the gameplay style, and all of this in Skyrim Special Edition. As a reminder, the ton of visual mods is always in the description down below. So to go into the backstory, our character here, in my case it will be a male Breton, but it can be whatever, has been attacked in the past by an army of undead. And I'm not even talking about the Draugr in Skyrim, I'm talking about the zombies in Cyrodiil. Even scarier because the models are terrifyingly ugly. So because of this undead situation, he has decided to worship the goddess, or Daedric Prince, however you want to call Meridia, of life. Because dead people are not supposed to be alive. Get it? His eternal worshipping has brought in new powers, as well as a meaning to life itself. Continuing with the mods, I will obviously start with alternate start as with any other of my Skyrim build videos, simply because you wouldn't want to play the Skyrim vanilla intro over and over again. If I were to suggest a location, I would choose anywhere near Solitude because it spawns you near Meridia's statue. We'll get into that in a second. The name of your character could be Crudicium, which means worshipper in Latin, but I also found Letris and Opados to be really cool names. I would suggest stunning statues of Skyrim because you would want your goddess to look amazing. I would also suggest sexy statues of Skyrim, but I don't want this video to violate the community guidelines. You guys would understand, right? But if you were to play this by yourself, you can definitely download this mod. It's actually a better experience this way. Following, I would suggest you download Black Mage Armor, but with the retexture that I have linked in the description because it looks amazing and it fits perfectly with Meridia's theme, which is life. I'm surprised it only has 10 endorsements because I think it's a really good looking armor set slash retexture. And it matches perfectly with Dawnbreaker, which is the weapon we're eventually going to use when we start playing. I would like to have a weapons mod, but there's already a perfect weapon for us to use in vanilla. But if you want to mod your Skyrim to the brim like me, you can definitely download Dawnbreaker Redone 2. That changes the vanilla model of the sword to look more like this. And if this isn't good enough, what about Eldruin Dawnbreaker? This doesn't even feel like Skyrim anymore, but I like it. This is the sword that I'm gonna go with because I believe it looks the best. Damn. Before you get your hands on the sword, you will need to get your hands on the beacon. See what I did there?
A new hand touches the beacon.
You should definitely download Itsopa HD to replace the vanilla texture because why the hell not? I got the 4K version because I'm a complete snob. This is the most useless mod on this list. You're welcome. Now let's get into the gameplay style. So for the first thing you should do when you start a new game is reach level 12. Because that's the level you need to start the quest Break of Dawn. And this will reward you with Meridia's Dawnbreaker, the main weapon you will use. So just make some iron daggers meanwhile. I would also suggest leveling up Restoration because you will need that too. But once you reach level 12, go to the statue of Meridia so she will tell you where her left testicle is. It spawns randomly in a boss chest. Mine was in a Forsworn camp with a hag. I had to haggle with the hag. Try to say that 5 times. Haggle with the hag. Haggle with the hag. Haggle with the hag. Then you grab the beacon. Meridia makes it float. You kill a bunch of floating red eyeballs. And you get the sword at the end of the quest. So after you get the sword, make sure you have the armor. And then you'll be ready to play. You should focus a lot on restoration magic because you're worshipping the goddess of life. That would just make sense. Duh. Oh shit, I mean the Prince of Life. Fuck. Obviously one-handed as well because Dawnbreaker. That goes without saying, right? And make sure to upgrade this sword regularly because a level 12 sword won't last for long. So focus on smithing too. So, you know, get those iron daggers. Again. And again. And again. And again. And then you have a super cool character that not even bandits, the strongest foes in the game, will want to mess with you.
That sounds fair. Just shove off before the others notice.
You will want to mess with them. Like I did here. God. Everything is so easy to kill, mainly because I'm a novice difficulty, but that is for the video. I'm not a pussy. Sometimes. And this is it for our new modded Skyrim build. I almost forgot the name of this. Tell me guys if you enjoyed in the comments down below, and if you have some suggestions, feel free. Other than that, thank you guys very much for watching. In the description there will be a playlist of more videos like this. So feel free to check that out and tell me what you think about those as well. Yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, like my photos on Instagram. What else do you do? Follow me on Twitch, and I will see you in the next video.